Hello, and welcome to another Angry Yarns Ghost Simulator. Today we are trapped into the eternal house renovating realm of the afterlife, and we are here stuck renovating houses in the afterlife. We are a ghost, and we are a house flipper. This is the house that I purchased. This is the state that it is in at the beginning, and I'm just kind of giving you a little tour of what I started with and what I did, and then what I ended with. I completely tore everything apart, removed every single wall, and then I rebuilt it. At the end, I got about 7 rooms in here, but I think I could have done about 11. If I come back, I want to try this one again. I think I could probably get about 11 rooms into this tiny area. Kind of what I ended up with before I did any exterior work. This is the condition of the exterior before I did any painting. And this is the lovely home that I finished with. This is the lovely home that you can purchase in your afterlife if you join me anytime soon. You can join me in the Ghost Simulator. We are trapped in this one yard until we sell the home. This is the interior of this beautiful home that we finished. There we are. We're going to walk into the bedroom. Over here in the far corner is the bathroom. What we just walked into is supposed to be the home cinema, but I never put a rug down. I kind of forgot about that. So I just went into a library. Here's a small kitchen that I added. Beautiful, lovely, small kitchen. Now if we walk over here, there's another bedroom. We walk directly from the front doorway into a bedroom. And this is another bedroom. So now this is bedroom number 3 that we are walking into. Has a beautiful television on the wall. You got lots of lighting from the windows, and you can turn on some extra light right here. Isn't that beautiful? So we're going to exit this 3rd bedroom into the 2nd bedroom that has the front door. And now we are going to enter the 4th bedroom. This is the 4th bedroom. We have 4 bedrooms, 1 kitchen, 1 bathroom, 1 beautiful kind of home cinema is supposed to be. So we bought this abandoned house for $37,692.91. And do we want to go there? It only started with 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 kitchen, and 1 kind of living space. We're going to go there, and we are going to start with our house. This is the house. This is the abandoned house. And this is the house that we are starting off with. We're just going to do a bit of a walk around and kind of show you what we are dealing with. I'm going to show you a bit of the condition of this beautiful backyard and our beautiful home that we are going to renovate. We're going to tear everything apart. Going to be no cobweb left over. This is beautiful interior that we were given. The beautiful bathroom. And the beautiful bedroom. Kind of a very simplistic layout. We have a lot to clean up. We have a lot of cleaning to do. We're going to start with the outside. Love to start with the outside. Now we got the outside all clean. Perfect. Now we're going to do the inside. We got a lot of things to clean up. I just like to pull out this little selling tool. And I just pointed at everything. Everything's going to go. What a big mess. Oh, everybody's loving it. Getting rid of all the dirt. Everything's going. I don't need to clean the windows. If I sell the windows, I don't have to worry about cleaning the windows. Oh my, what clutter, everybody. Stammering about. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of it. Get rid of it all. Get rid of it all. Don't need it. Don't need it. Don't need the door. Don't need the couch. Don't need the windows. Gone. Bye. See you later. Don't need the light. Nothing. No windows. Don't need anything. Gone. Don't have to worry about cleaning any window. All we have to do is replace the window. Okay. Try to sell that cobweb. Never can. Never will be able to. Get rid of that door. Get rid of everything we can. Get rid of this light. Try to sell those cockroaches, but nobody's going to buy them, unfortunately. Got rid of all the kitchen items. We're going to get rid of everything in the bathroom. Get rid of all of this. All of it. Gone. Gone. See you later. We'll replace it to where we want it later. Get rid of this radiator in here. Get rid of this window. Get rid of that door after. Get rid of that kitchen exhaust hood. Get rid of that door. Perfect. Get rid of this light switch. Everything. Everything's going. It's all gone. Okay, well, we got another light switch. We got that window. A couple more lights to sell. Perfect. Looking good. Okay, we got a bit of cleaning to go on in here, and a little bit of cleaning is done. We got a light to sell. Now we just got to get rid of these critters right here. We got one spoon on the floor. Always with those spoons on the floor. Okay, we're going to pick it up. We're going to get rid of all of these critters right here. Stock them all up. Going to meet an unfortunate end in the vacuum. Nothing I can do about it. Okay. I think we got them. But right now we have $39,465 that we are going to spend on this beautiful home. Tried to vacuum out the spoon, but it wouldn't let me. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go back and we're going to have to sell the spoon. There we are. Get rid of that plug-in. Get rid of everything. Everything we can. That plug-in. I don't know why people put plug-ins down below cabinets, but you're never going to plug anything behind a cabinet. Okay. Yep. Get rid of the window. Get rid of the windows, the walls, the doors. Everything's going. The floors. Get rid of the dirt. Any dirt on the wall, I don't have to clean it. Gone. Bye. See you later. A little bit of cleaning we have to do. That's all. Just a little bit of cleaning. We're just going to go around and make sure we do get everything that we can. And it's looking perfect in here. Here we go. We're going to sell that little plug-in right there. We're going to go over here. We're going to do the flooring. Get rid of all this. Yeah. Cover it up. Make it look better. Just going to do the whole house in just one floor. That's it. Don't have to worry about individual rooms. Don't have to come back later and worry about what am I going to do with this room versus what color. Just gonna, whole thing's going to be one beautiful standard hardwood floor. Perfect. Look at that. Pretty good, huh? Good. Starting to come together. Perfect. Look at that. It already looks a lot better. Look at that. So much better. We just change the floor. Well, look, we're done. We could just sell the house just like this. Wonder how much we'd get. Oh well. Not gonna worry about that. We're gonna measure everything out. We're gonna do the old walk. We're gonna figure out kinda just where we want to place everything. How we want to start with the layout. I don't even plan any of this. I just do it while I'm doing stuff, so I just kind of just go with the flow. See what the house is telling me. Like, I already built one of these, right? So I kind of already know what I can do. But I'm going to change it. I'm not going to do the same build just because it gave me the same house over again or the same layout. I'm going to smash it all down and I'm going to put up new stuff. We're just going to go with the flow here. We're just going to, yeah, so we can do a wall right here. We're just going to make sure, and then we're going to place another bed right beside it. Going to get over here back to the menu. Going to go to the bed section. Perfect. Look at that. We got two beds side by side. We could do a third one over here. But it all depends on the wall. If we're not going to be able to get a wall in there, no. No, we're going to keep the bed. We're going to keep the bed. We're going to do 3 bedrooms, at least, in here. So we'll move the bed, and we'll figure something out with that bed. We'll do something else. We'll keep it, but we're going to probably throw the bathroom in that corner after. And then we'll kind of decide as we go. We're just going to start laying out some walls, putting a couple windows, you know, you start fresh and you just kind of feel what the house is telling you. It's telling me it wants windows. Perfect. Use. Yeah, we're going to go back, make sure we put a window in there. It'd be beautiful to get a triple window, but we just didn't have the room. We're going to do a double window. Plus, by the time we build the wall there, it's just going to be too much window. It's not going to be, you know, you got to do a double. Biggest you can do. The length of the bed. That's all the room is going to be, the length of the bed. Okay. Now we're going to build some walls. We're going to get our bedrooms built out. Where it's going to be our starting point of this house is we're going to do the bedrooms first. Get them placed right beside the hallway. That way we can do a nice row of bedrooms. Kind of going to figure out where we want to place the door. We can put a radiator in here, but we're not going to be able to mount it. But at least we can get one installed for whoever wants to put one in later. I didn't really bother putting many radiators into this house and things like that. I just more wanted to play with the layout again and then just sell it. I already built the house before in a previous video, so. But they gave you the same house twice, so you can kind of, I don't know, I guess the price point and in case you make a few mistakes or something, right? So, we're going to go ahead and get our door built here. And get our walls up. Perfect. It's looking good already. Look, we got one bedroom there. We're going to paint it black. Kind of feeling like painting it black today. We're just going to go and paint our bedroom black here and kind of bring it all together. Got to move the paint can a little bit closer before we get too far inside of the room. Because once we get in there, we won't be able to reach out for paint. There we go. We just got to do a bit of a bed glitch there. We got to move the bed, walk to where the bed is, and then release the bed back to the original position, and then it'll just push you up into the air on top of the bed. So you don't even have to care about moving everything out of every single room. You just kind of, you know, stand on top of the bed. You don't have to worry about moving anything, and here we are. But I ended up moving it out, just made it a little bit better for me. Now we're pretty well done with the painting there. Well, we're going to put a painting up on the wall, but we're done with the painting of the walls. Well, okay. Oh, our plates are bad back into here and looking pretty good. Everything's coming together. We'll get a door on there. We're just kind of placing in there. The doors never really line up perfectly. I just set it and forget it. Gonna get a bit of a green going on in here. Balance out the black and the green. That way you have a bit of color in here. Gonna go ahead and just move the bed out of here anyways. We're gonna have to do building of the walls and kind of more things like that. So, you know, we got the painting up done up until the walls. So we're gonna go build more walls after we've done all the painting. And here we are. We're building more walls. We're getting our bedroom complete. Now we just have our beautiful walls that go above the door frame so that we're able to get a door in here. We're going to build all of these. It's incredibly hard to see what we're doing, but we're doing it. Might have one in the wrong place a couple times, but that's okay. No big deal. Just go back to the other side. Place one in there, smash it down with the sledgehammer after. No problem. Perfect. Yeah, we just got that one little piece, yeah. Perfect. Okay, now it's done. I'm just going to paint that up, make sure everything's fully built. And it looks like it's all built, so we can just continue on painting. We don't have to worry about the walls anymore, and we're finished with the painting on that side of the room. Continue with this side of the room, and we're pretty well done. Okay, we're gonna place our bed back in there. Check it out. See how things look with the black bed and the green walls. Everybody's complaining because they don't have a TV in their bedroom. Well, we're gonna give you a TV. Now people are gonna complain that there is a TV. So now we're gonna give you shelves, and everyone's gonna be happy because everybody loves shelves because they have documents to put it everywhere. Kitchen, bedroom, everywhere. They're gonna put their most sacred documents everywhere. Expose them. There is no safe location. Now we're gonna get a door here. I think that was the wrong color door. Just gonna make sure we go over here, choose the proper door. That way we keep all the doors the same same color. Perfect. Looking good. Bedroom number 2 is well on the way. We got a bit of a lighting issue here. Forgot to place our light switches before we started the room. That way we could have just placed the light switches on the wall when you first enter the room. That way you can just turn with your right arm and turn on the light switch, but whatever. Not a big deal. We're going to go over here, kind of have a look at what we want to do with this space. Now, it's a pretty decent space, and it'd be best just to throw the bathroom back into there because everything's going to tie into there anyways. We could put a small bedroom in there, but we already bought that bed, so we're going to use it. Just going to do a bit of a walk around for the layout. We're going to keep the original position of that door. Not going to worry about moving it. Going to sell that other door, get rid of this one. This is the one that we do not want. There we are. It's a new layout. I'm going to go back here. We're going to start with this room now. We're going to go here. We're going to start with our shower. Get our shower plumbing in there. I think it's always best to kind of start with the shower in the far corner. Okay. Now, before we do that, we want to go over here and we want to try to get a toilet right beside the shower. So we got the toilet down there. We assembled the shower. Now we're going to go ahead and place a toilet on here. We're going to try to get this. Oh yeah. Okay, well we put it in backwards, so there's no really fixing that. So we got to get rid of it. We're going to put a new one there. Not a big deal, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's not going to fit. Oh. Now we're going to sell the shower. Then we got to get the shower, buy a new one. Before we assemble it, we got to put the toilet down here. We got to get the plumbing in for the toilet. Now we got to get the toilet set in. Now, we assemble the toilet first. Get everything together. Make sure that's all. Don't have to worry about it after. Okay, now we go over to the shower. Get everything down. Get everything together. Everything's pieced together. Perfect. Look, we got the toilet and the shower perfectly together. Okay. Now we're just going to have a bit of a look in the layout here. It'd be nice to fit a bathtub in there, but it's not going to work. We're going to try to fit it in the end, but not going to work. We're going to get our towel radiator here so people can dry their towels while they radiate their room. Going to get our towel radiator mounted and assembled here. Get all the plumbing installed here. Turn it on. Make sure it works. Perfect. Yay. All right. Okay, now let's have a bit of a look around here and see what we want to do next. We're going to go over here. Go back to our menu. And we're going to get our sink plumbing. We got the sink plumbing here. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew it so we can install a sink here. We got a mountable sink. We're going to try to put it as far in there as we can. Good luck trying to use your toilet. There we go. We got that assembled. Okay. Now, for our next item, we're going to go back to our tablet after, and we're going to figure out the next piece, which is going to be the washing machine plumbing. We're going to go ahead and unscrew all of these items here, and we're going to place the washing machine in front of it. We got our beautiful washing machine that we're going to place in front of it. Perfect. We got all of that installed. We got that mounted. Hey, we got the bathroom started. Look, everything opens up. You're just going to have to open up the shower. Draw through the shower. Just use your toilet. Oh, well. Whatever. We did end up with a bit more room. I put it so close together because I thought we would have just enough room for a bathtub, but we're not. We're not. It's too big. It's going to be too big. You know, we could put the plumbing in there, try to mess around, see if they got a smaller bathtub, but it's just too long. It's too long for the room. One of these won't work. See, this is too long. And, you know, unfortunately it won't work. So we're just going to leave it as is. We're going to put a window in here. Try to get a window back over there as close as we can. You know, we got to kind of take a little bit of a step back and kind of see just kind of where the wall lines up. So I'm going to have to put the window behind the shower, unfortunately, because if we put it there, it's going to be in the way of the door. So I'm going to have to put it back here. There we go. Okay, perfect. We got our shower there. We got a mirror right here. Now everybody can see us in the shower through the mirror. But nobody can see us. We're a ghost. Remember? Nobody can see us on the tablet. Nobody can see us on the mirrors, on any type of reflection. We're not visible. But we have hands. So it means we're a ghost. So we're up in here in our afterlife renovating houses. We have a small group of clientele that are stuck with us in the afterlife, and we're trying to appease them so that they can move on with their afterlife ghost problems with buying houses, apparently, and not having saunas before they perish. Oh, right now we're trying to get the walls up. Get all of our beautiful walls up here. Last piece of wall. All right. Okay, good. Now it's a bathroom. Yay! It's not a multifunctional room anymore. We're going to paint it bloody red just for that. Come on, open that up. It's a little tricky to get in this corner. Just kind of left myself a bit of a mess right there, but you just barely get yourself on there, and that's where that painting more than one wall trick comes in, upgraded skill comes into play. It really was really hard to get this wall, but if you're not able to get it from there and you're trying to get around the towel radiator, then you have to do it right below the towel radiator right there. So we're going to have to close the door. We're going to have to realign a little bit and get down below the towel radiator. And now we've got our wall painted. I don't know, it kind of looks more like black, but I just think it's so dark right now. I don't know, maybe once we get a bit of a light on there, it'll brighten up a little bit, but that's okay. So there we are. Got all the walls painted, but we've got this one little one back here that we got to paint. Perfect. Whole bathroom is pretty well complete. We got to get our lighting going on that we talked about. So we have more lights to install. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lights. Okay, turn that on. Yeah, that is a bit brighter. Okay. Good. Now we got to get a door on here and forget about it. Perfect. Flip it around. Make sure that all the doors open properly. Yeah, I didn't line it up perfectly. Now that one door is out of alignment, but I don't want to lose a whole bunch of money on doors. Thousands of dollars trying to align doors for no reason. We're going to go ahead and place our other bed right here. We're going to move that plug-in, and we're going to move the bed now. We're going to move the bed now. There we are. Come on. Over here. Good bed. There you go. Okay. We got a bed right here. Just going to have to launch over the bed to get into the bathroom, but that's okay. Anybody using these bedrooms over here is going to have a bit of a maze to get to the bathroom because you have to walk over there, walk over here, and then walk to the door that's going to be over here. where this wall is. I don't know, I was kind of debating putting the door on this side where I was standing. But, I don't know. Just think it kind of works a little better over here. We're going to place a door over on this side and then not really have to worry about much else. So, we got our walls lined up. Again, we made a bit of an error there, but that's fine. Delete it. And we're going to go get our walls installed. We got all of our walls installed right here. Okay. A little bit more. And it'll be complete. Oh yeah, I'm in the way. You can't build a wall if you're there. Oh well. Alright, now we're going to go back over to this bedroom here. Our beautiful bedroom that's only big enough for one bed, but that's the way that living in is these days. You only got just enough room for your bed. Yay! We're going to paint it nice and yellow so it looks bigger. The brighter the color, the bigger the room. Right? Now, I'm going to try and see how it kind of looks with a bit of yellow. It does look a little bit better in here. Compared with that red. Kind of offsets the red there, so pretty beautiful. There we go. A bit of a leftover that we had to do. Let's see if these ventilation grills do anything. I don't think they do anything because it's not really, you know, there's nothing on the outside of it, and you know, like there's no air being pushed through, so I don't know. I don't really know what they're for or what they do. There's no real explanation, except for if I look it up online, but I'd rather just slap a bunch of radiators everywhere, and there we go. See, that radiator will radiate over into this room, and then there'll be a radiator over in this room behind us, so we won't have to worry too much. I'm going to go back to the bedroom here, or the bathroom over here, through the bedroom. We're going to lift up the bed, double check the lights are on in there. Does look a lot brighter with the lights in there. So, the red was pretty good. Gonna get a bit of shelves here. Everybody wants their shelving for all of their important documents that they have going on. Oh, I want more than one shelf. No, not all my documents will fit on there. I have room to put all my things. There's place for my documents. We're gonna get a water painting up here. Beautiful lily painting. Guess we're gonna have to do a bit of a small one there, but oh well. Instead of a window, you're gonna get a painting. How about that? Yeah? Could put a window there, but you're just gonna get a painting. That's all. You can put a window yourself. Okay, now to get out of here. Oh, no, we're not done. We're gonna have to put a TV there. I can't sleep with TVs. Everyone's angry that I put a TV there. Well, except for that guy. Can't have too many TVs and speakers. Kind of my life, I guess. Okay, so we got 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom so far. Doing pretty good. We're moving all the paint around. So, you know, there's that. And I got 1 more bedroom in here. So if we place 1 bed right here, I'm just going to line it up as far away as we can. Yeah, we're going to have to put it right there. Okay. Doesn't leave us any room to walk around. We're going to have to jump, but jump around. Oh, now I can sleep peacefully. It's so huge. A nice dark desk near the bed. Double bed fits me well. What about all the other beds I gave you guys? You weren't happy about that. Now, just because I got this one magical bed, everything's solved. At least when you come in from home from work, right here, you know, you can just pass right out on your bed after your 15-hour day at work. Come home, sleep. You don't even have to worry about anything else. I'm kind of thinking about putting a dresser right there, but by the time I end up moving it all the time, it's going to be in the way, you know. Maybe we'll find like a little nightstand to put there or something. One of these, yeah. We'll get one of those. And we'll put it right there. That way, you know, those adjoining rooms can share that one single nightstand. And then, you know, this bedroom and that bedroom in the far corner can share that nightstand. And then we're gonna go and get our walls built here. We're gonna put the door on this side. We're gonna place all the walls here for the door. We got all 4 installed that we need. We can switch back to our long walls. And it was a little hard to see there, so we're just gonna bust out a little bit of paint there, and we're gonna paint it. Make sure that the wall lines up with the paint properly. It's not lining up. And there we go. There, you should see a bit of a reflection on that other wall. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Now we're gonna move this bed out of the way to get into this bedroom. And to get out of the bedroom. But that's okay. So we need a bit of paint here. We're gonna paint this bedroom the same color as the bathroom. That way we can use up a bit of this paint. Don't have to worry too much about buying more paint and carrying more paint cans around. Unfortunately, we can't reach that paint can. We're gonna have to go back out of the bedroom and pick up the paint can, move it nice and close for us. And then we're gonna go back into the bedroom. We're gonna paint this beautiful bedroom. Switch back to our paint roller. There we are. Okay. Got all the paint on the wall. Started on the wall. And we're going to go back and paint the rest of the room here. There we go. Beautiful red on the wall. Got one little area to touch up, and we have completed this area. Yeah, we might as well paint this instead of fixing the door. You know? Give it painting, and then we don't have to worry about seeing any of the wall there. And there we go. Mistake avoided. Perfect. Okay. So that room is looking really well. Coming along perfect on our 4th bedroom. Oh, wrong tool. Gonna get this out of the way, put that back over there. Get our bed out of the way. We're gonna walk over here and we're just gonna put the bed back. There we go. We're gonna have a look at what we want to do over here and what layout we're left with. So we gotta get a kitchen and a living room in here. You know, and kind of see what we want to do. Just gonna go ahead and build a wall right here. I think the best place would be to just build a wall right there, and then kind of mess around how exactly we want it. You know, I think the entranceway, we put an entranceway on that far side, because we were going to put an entranceway on this side, but there's just not enough doors on this side of the house, so we're going to place all the doors on the same area of the house, so we're not having to place a bunch of routes everywhere. You don't have to see the hallway just goes right there. You don't have to worry about anything. Could have built another room in there, but we're just going to leave a long kitchen in there and kind of a long living room on this side. Could have squeezed one more bedroom in here maybe, but that's okay. Now, we're going to have a bit of get a look at the window situation here. Yeah. No. No. Wasn't anything triple window. We can't do anything like that. We're going to have to do double windows, unfortunately. But that's okay. So, we're going to put a nice radiator in here, just like we discussed earlier. Going to help keep that bedroom nice and warm. Now, I'm going to go ahead and mount a radiator here. Got that installed. Got the plumbing done. No, we don't want to sleep right now. Thank you. That's okay. Want to go over here. Got a bit of a vent to place over here. I think if we place one on this side, I don't know, it should vent everything through, right? I don't know. I sure hope it does. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Ah, we just spent $1,000 just to spend $4. So $1,262 we gotta spend again. Yeah, we made $1,000 back, but we just lost $250, $260 or whatever. Fortunately, we don't get that back. There we are. So our 3-bedroom area. Perfect, looking good. No, we don't really want to sleep right now. Thank you. Now we're going to go back. I'm going to go back on top of the bed. I'm going to try to glitch back into that room, but it won't let us, so. Unfortunately, you have to pick up the bed every single time. Some rooms you're able to kind of magically glitch or teleport between the walls. I was debating putting this into an office, and I think I just might do that. Might just kind of see what it looks like with an office, but I don't know. I was thinking it might be just kind of too much of wasted space by the time we already put up the walls. We could have built this off way smaller and taken up part of the kitchen or part of the home cinema or something. Kind of playing around with that, but I don't know. We're just going to put the furniture in here, you know, because we make mistakes like I just did with that bed in that other bedroom, on top of deciding whether I want to keep a bedroom the way it is or make it into an office or not. You know, those kind of funds add up, spending that money. We're going to go ahead and place our little coat rack in here. Calling it a home library right now. So we don't really want 2 home libraries. I just got to place a door on that and forget about that right now. Slap a door in that situation, forget it. There we go. Perfect. We got it lined up. Okay. All good. Okay, now we're back into our beautiful living room / kitchen. This is going to be the, well, I guess the home cinema. You know, I was striving to get this into a home cinema. We're going to try it. So, just having a look around. We do the TV on this wall. Get ourselves a nice medium TV. Working our way up to that extra large television. One of these days. Okay. Get some paint on the paint roller. Yay! Gonna get this bedroom into, or this, not bedroom, we already did so many bedrooms already. Trying to get this home cinema into a beautiful green. But it kind of matches some of the other rooms we have in this house of rooms. There we go. Looking good. Got most of the paint pretty well done here. Now we just kind of, you know, gotta get a bit of a furniture lined up in here. Could be good. Gotta get the paint out of the way. You can always put the paint on the outside of the house when you're done. Don't be like me moving it room to room to room to room. That's okay, I figured it out in the end. We're gonna get the lighting in here. Install some lights. Go. Yeah, maybe we'll do 6 in here. Or 5. There we go. Let's do 5. Here. 4. 5. 6. Yes, we have 6 lights all together. Now we have a few light switches that we have to install. One on each wall. We're going to install. Because everybody needs lights. You go in and out, you need lights. Okay, we're going to get a couch over here. Perfect. Come on. Yep. There we go. Okay, we got a coffee table in here. Perfect. Got a few loudspeakers in here. Figured, you know, if we do 4 or something, it'd be nice sound in this room. Yeah, we're just going to lay out the first 2. Perfect. Got the first 2 laid out, and now we got the 3rd one right there. It kind of leaves us with the 4th one in a weird spot, but oh well. Would have tried to put it behind the couch or something, but Not the end of the world. That's okay. I gotta get a door on here. Gotta flip it around so it opens properly. There. Beautiful. Oh. Ah, whatever. Just put it there. I don't really feel like moving the speaker or the TV. By the time we move the TV, then too much playing around. So go ahead and just place the door a little bit off and call it a day. Okay. Got two doors here. Now we're just switching into a corridor, which is not what we wanted. We should have put down a rug, but we're just going to put a bunch of little things around here and to get to sell the house as is. Here's a TV remote for you. Here's a phone for you, and there you go. You can call somebody after. I gotta see what a little TV stands with a TV in here looks like. You know, by the time I go around and kind of play around with these kind of things, then it's kind of wasting a lot of money. You won't be able to get in and out of the room very well, so. Now we're gonna put a loudspeaker here anyways. Yeah, we had to turn it the right way. Okay. Now we got it down on the ground, and we have purchased one center loudspeaker. Now we have surround sound. Yay! Well, the shelf said that it wanted to work, but now it's not going to work. We're just going to place it right above and right below, and that should be good enough. There we go. We're going to put a shelf into the back room, or the backyard, but it won't let us. All right, we're going to walk around and go back to the front of the house. What's going on here? Hello? Hello? Oh. Why won't you let me in the house? Oh no. This is not a very good ghost simulator. We'll get rid of this shrubbery. Nope. 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 Wow. What if we put concrete? Do you think it'll disappear? Put down some concrete. Do you think that I don't know, the bushes should disappear if we're putting down concrete. Nope. Not going nowhere. Huh. Well, no, I can't sell that one. That's unfortunate. Can't sell any of these, so. Once you place down the concrete, it's permanent. Can't get rid of it. There's no sledgehammer to do that, unfortunately. I can overlap it a little bit. See what that does. No. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's go all the way back to the other side. Yeah, that was in the way. That's why I had to sell the TV. We sold the TV stand. I don't really like the layout here. Just gonna place it back into a bedroom. I think that was the best thing that we did. It's kind of hard for me to get into the right place, put that bedroom in here, but plus place the bed back into the bedroom. But we got it down in the end. Perfect. Now I have to pick it up in order to walk over here and just release it back into its original position. Perfect. Okay. Looking good. Oh, just got one room left. Gonna paint this one a nice yellow. Oh, looks like there's some hangers on the wall. Didn't quite get around to selling those yet. We made 42 cents per hanger. Yay! Profit! Okay. Walls are looking good. Everything's painted so far. The paint is staying to the wall. Beautiful. Look at how much those walls change from that to that. Isn't that something? fresh coat of paint will help with anything. I'm just going to move the paint cans over here. Yep, just moving the paint cans from room to room, that's all. No big deal. That's okay. Okay, so we got all the paint cans out of the way. Now we can go ahead and move the doors out of the way. We got our kitchen. We're going to place the kitchen along this wall here. I think that's going to be the best area for the kitchen. Counters along that wall. Going to move that door out of the way. I think it would be a good spot for a fridge right there. We're going to get our fridge right here. Turn it around the proper way. We're going to place it down here. We just got to make sure that we kind of have it out here. Yeah, looking good. Okay. Perfect. Place the fridge down. Now, you know, a lot of space in here, even though it's a pretty small room. We're going to put a few flowers in the house. You know, never have too many flowers in here. Okay. Get another flower in there. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. There's another flower. It would be nice to use one right in here, but unfortunately the flower is too big, the space is too small. I'm sure we could find a flower to put in there, but oh well. Just gonna move on. Gonna place the dishwasher over here for right now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Kind of matches. It's a little bit off compared to the countertop. Just a little bit off, but oh well. Selected our stove. And got our dishwasher down. Moved over here. We were kind of checking out different ranges. So, you know, I kind of was thinking this range in the end. You know, actually have something to cook off of. I don't have to buy a separate burner or anything like that. So I just go ahead and place everything right there, all in one. So I got the exhaust here, and it's looking pretty good. There we go. Okay, now we got a radiator to install over here, but it's not going to fit over there, you know, so we're just going to combine the dishwasher and the range all in one. That's okay. Perfect. Okay. Radiator says install me. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to install the radiator. Perfect. Look at that. Looking good. This kitchen's coming along beautifully. Now we just got a couple windows we're going to install. Going to put a double here. It'd be nice to get a triple in here, but that radiator's just in the way. Like, we could do it, but, you know, right at the end of the day, we'll just put, you know, the two smaller ones there. That'll be that, you know. Put in selling the radiator and moving it and all that stuff, but we'll do two longer ones, and then we'll do one shorter one above here. Good. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. It's got a little bit of touch-ups to do. Huh? Looking good. Got the windows in there. You know, you can see outside a lot better. We're just going to go back here. We're going to do a bit of painting, a little bit of touch-ups. Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit more back and forth with the paint can there. It's got a little bit more of the walls here to touch up, but it's coming along pretty good here. I can't forget about that corner there. We got to get that corner back behind the wall. Back behind the window, as we put in the window there. So There's a little bit of a wall to paint back there. Well, we ran out of paint, so we're gonna go back and get a little bit more paint here. So we got more paint to place on the wall. Okay, there we go. Okay, we don't have to get back behind there. Let's have a look at, yeah, we have this wall to attend there. And there's that little ledge there. We're just gonna paint that anyways, just to kind of make it, I don't know, kind of blend in a little bit, I guess. I don't know, something like that. Perfect. That's looking pretty good in here. We're gonna get a bit of a painting there. Now we're gonna move a bit down a little bit, yeah, just down and get an AC up there and a little bit of air conditioning there, and gonna go ahead and mount it up there and assemble everything. We got all of that assembled, and there we go, complete. Gonna get a rug in here. A small kitchen with a rug. You can go back and forth from the fridge without any problems. Gonna get a bit of a picture in here, and I think the picture will fit perfectly right between the two rooms. Yeah, that's pretty good there. Yeah, we get a different picture in this room. Would have fit nice above the door or over here. Even over there, but it's just not enough room with the TV being in the way, so yeah, we'll put one down here. And then maybe we'll do one right beside it just to kind of accent it. We got one of these that are kind of the same size. Okay, perfect. Look at that, you can sit there and watch flowers, or you can watch television, or you can watch flowers on television. Whatever makes you happy. Or you can watch Angry Yarns on YouTube on television. Playing Ghost Simulator. Renovating houses in the afterlife. Okay, we're going to need a bit of paint here. We forgot this wall here, so we're just going to do a bit of a touch up here. And we didn't place the door perfectly in synchronization, so we're going to do a bit of a touch up there. Perfect. Good enough. Can't get that one piece right behind the TV, I think, but oh well. Not going to worry about anything. All the rooms are pretty well done here. Got a few more things to install and a few more things to buy, but looking good. Plus, we got to paint the outside of the house, so we're gonna kind of go to the front. We're gonna choose which color we want to paint it. We're just gonna do a bit of a walk around kind of right now, and just kind of we're gonna start right here and just kind of see kind of how everything's kind of coming out. You got that yellow where you first walk up, where the kitchen is. Back here, you got that little TV living room here. Bedrooms over there, and so I think maybe a bit more of a brighter color would kind of blend in, but I don't know, this light vanilla maybe. I was kind of looking at that, or a pink. So I'm gonna put this vanilla on the wall, and it just isn't really bright enough. Oh, look at that sunset back there. Pretty beautiful. So we're gonna try this pink instead. I think that, oh, I'm gonna go back and purchase the pink. Gonna actually let us place it down where it has enough room. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now we're gonna paint our house pink. Oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah. I think that's looking a little better. It's gonna stand out a little bit brighter. And then, I don't know, the kind of brown wasn't really feeling it. Go with the energy of the house, to let the energy of the house decide what color it wants to be, and that's what it did. It told me it wanted to be pink. So the house is pink now. I'm gonna try to get this ladder down here. There's absolutely no space to get the ladder in here. Can't even get through the front door. Too many bushes in the way. They tried to put down that concrete. Concrete wouldn't clear the bush out of the way. It's just too many bushes in the way. I don't even know why. It was like that from the very beginning of the game. Not even when they got that garden simulator or nothing like that. It was there from day one, all these weeds. Okay. Yeah. We're going to place our ladder back on the back of the house. And we're going to go get our paint can. We're going to go drag our beautiful paint can all the way back to the far corner. Okay. There we are. Now we're going to get this one little section here painted before we wander off and forget about it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, looking good. It's looking good. Look at that. Pink. Blending in well. I think we're basically done. Yeah, look at that. That's pink. I think that's a lot better. Could have done some siding, but I kind of like painting the houses instead of doing the siding. Adds a bit more character to the house, you know, and just kind of makes everything feel better. I could probably get rid of this ladder. Oh. Uh-oh. Look at that. Oh, we needed the ladder. Not going to be able to reach that. Well, gonna have to buy a ladder, unfortunately. Gonna place it right there. Gonna climb up our ladder, and we're gonna start painting. Paint away all of that stuff that needs to be painted. Perfect. Now we're gonna sell the. Oh, there we go. Okay. Before we forget that other piece, we're now gonna sell the ladder before we move on. I just did a bit of cleaning there, just to make sure that everything was clean. We ran around the house with a gun. Now we're getting stuck in bushes again, and we're trying to, with the cell gun or the cell machine or whatever it is. There we are. Well, there's our finished product of our finished house. That's what we got painted. Looks a lot better with all the windows and all of the brighter paint. Unfortunately, we can't change the eavesdrop or paint that a different color. Or the roof, we can't change the roof. Instead of having a garden simulator, they should have had a roof simulator. Oh well. That's okay. Or garden update or DLC or whatever. But not my problem. Okay, well, I'm unable to get into the front door because the bushes are in the way. Bushes will not allow me to get into the front door. Because I have to, I don't know. Not too sure about that. Well, we couldn't get in the front. We're going to go back to the back, and we got this home library that it turned into. Unfortunately, we're trying to go for the home cinema, but we saw this door that we have to get rid of. So we're going to get rid of this door. We're going to put a proper door on the back here. Nice door on the back. There we go. Yeah, we're going to use that, and yeah, we got a bit more paint to fix there. So, do you think we have enough paint to fix that? Nope. We could have just painted it and been on our way, but oh well. Left it a multicolored painting, but we're going to go back with the proper color and we're going to paint over it properly. So now everything blends together. Looking good. Close that door and close that situation right up. Forget about it. Okay. Close that door. Now we're just going to go back into this bedroom. We're going to pick up the bed. We're going to walk back over to our bathroom. Bathroom's looking good. Now we're going to get a water heater on the wall before we completely forget. That way we have a bit of water in the house. Or hot water inside of the house so you can shower and you can do your laundry and everything. So, and you can use it in your kitchen too and all that beautiful things like that. Here's our beautiful living room. Here's our beautiful kitchen. You know, pretty simple, pretty modern. I didn't really do any plugins or anything. I just kind of left it the way it is. Built it and let someone else deal with it. Here's our second bedroom. We walk through into the third bedroom. We're in the third bedroom right here. And we're picking up the third bed here, and now we're into the third bedroom. Everything looks good in here. We're just going to turn the lights on. There we are. shine a bit of light on the situation, get back over to our second bedroom, walk through the second bedroom into our third bedroom. We're just going to check out the third bedroom, make sure that everything is done. It also gives us a bit of an intro for the beginning of the video, so you were able to see what you're getting yourself into. We're going to close that door so we're able to walk through here a little bit easier. Pick up this bed so we can just walk right out of here. And we're going to place the bed down. And we're going to see if we're able to get out of the front somehow, because I don't really want to walk around again. Okay. Yeah, we were able to get out. We were just able to jump up there. And now that I was so close to that paint there, I think we might just go back and paint that door there. So I'm going to buy a bit of pink here. And we're going to take out our beautiful paint roller. Yeah, close the door. Okay. Do a bit of paint there and yeah, looking good. I go walk back around to the other side of the house, but I don't really think that we had, yeah, didn't have to worry about that. That's okay. Okay, we're going to do a full 360, make sure everything's painted. I don't really see anything that I missed or forgot, but whatever. I wish we could clean up that grass a little bit or something. Oh well, whatever. The homeowner can do it. Not my problem. Okay. Got ourselves stuck in a bush there, so we just had to kind of walk around there. Everything's looking done. It's all looking complete, so we're going to list it. We have $37,692 what we bought it for. $11,403 is what we have into it. 1 hour and 44 minutes of what we have placed into work. And our first bid is $51,000. $37,000 for the house, $2,000 for renovation, $13,000 in furniture, $6,000 sold for sold furniture, and our highest bid is $61,786.94. We're going to jack it up with negotiation by $13,000 and $94. So we're going to ask for that extra in negotiation. Our profit would have been $15,771, but now it's $28,865 with that $13,094 on top, because he agreed to our hostile negotiation tactics. We're just going to go back down. That's our $6,000 we sold in furniture. $61,000 we sold that house for. And we did a negotiation of $13,000. Thankfully, this person agreed to the negotiation, so we actually made a bit more money for what we did. You know, $15,000 is pretty good to put towards more houses, but we're just gonna have a look through what everybody wanted. You know, this guy here, I wanted 1 bedroom, not 2. I need a separate office, exactly one bathroom. Great, there's enough room for all my documents. The hallway's impressive. Guests will be overwhelmed. He's super obsessed with the hallway, so now we got a bed in there. What's wrong with you? Don't you understand? I only want 1 bedroom. Jeez. She's really happy with a lot of things. She's really mad that I had 4 bedrooms. Don't you have any family? What a shame, and there's no living room in the house. Yeah, I know. I didn't put down the rug. It's my fault. Oh well. This dump needs painting? What are you talking about? I painted every wall. What's your problem? Oh, man. You need painting. Come here, I'll paint your face. Yeah, she's complaining about bedroom. I'd like to have a sauna. I don't care about sauna. Oh, what a list this guy has. I think kitchenette in the living room would definitely be a good idea. Tenants, love value, 2 bedrooms. Expensive items in the house. Nobody will rent that. Nobody will rent an apartment with such damaged walls. Maybe the walls are damaged. I painted them all. What's your guys' problem with the walls here? Well, we're going to take the offer and move on. Take that guy's offer. Wasn't happy. There's no private space for himself. There's no TV. Not good. What do you mean there's no speaker? There's 3 TVs. Too many damaged walls. What do you mean? Nothing wrong with the walls. I don't know. How am I supposed to know that the walls are damaged when it doesn't even tell me in the game? It doesn't show anything. Well, anyways, thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for watching the video today. I hope everyone stays safe. Have fun. Be sure to eat something. Take care of yourself. Tune out from Angry Yarns.